Hello YouTube, going to be a short video here tonight on a fun casting. A Hot Wheels Redline Evil Weevil. In my earliest days of collecting Redlines, I didn't have an Evil Weevil yet, didn't even know it existed, and I remember watching an episode of, I want to say, Family Guy. I believe it was Family Guy. Some cartoon. Anyhow, there was like a stoner kid on there sitting on a couch on a computer, and he makes a comment about is a certain amount of money too much to spend for a Hot Wheels purple Evil Weevil. And in hindsight, I researched that video, and it seems like they try to hide it, but I was able to find it, and I don't remember the price. I think it was like $300 or something, and which of course would be a stellar deal for a purple Evil Weevil. But kind of got me on them, and they always kind of look like the wheels are popped out. That's just how they are. So I do have a small collection of them. I have blue. Try to go through them fairly quick. I do not have a purple. It's way above my pay grade. There's a green. These are part of the Hot Wheels Redline Spoilers series, which featured cars that were real cars but with exaggerated engines or blown engines. In this case, 2 blown engines and a Volkswagen Beetle, which therefore the name Evil Weevil, which kind of makes sense, I guess. A little play on words. Definitely not a beetle being a weevil. Anyhow, there's the green one. Man, I wish I had a purple to show you guys, but I don't, of course. And a friend that has one. This one is a light green. And this one has a really long steering wheel. So long that I cannot close the sunroof. And the Evil Weevils do have working sunroofs, just like the regular Volkswagen Beetle from the first year, 1968. You'll see they normally work. That one's fairly stuck, but this one's a blue one while I got it out here. Just a cool little car. They did come from the factory with these numbered decals on the side that are called roundels. And of course, a lot of people remove them over the years. So some have them, some don't. Got a pretty cool one coming up next. Again, steering wheel's super long on this yellow one. Also sticking through the sunroof, can't open or close it. And I will save my best one for last. And it was actually my first Evil Weevil I ever got. I got it from a good friend who was the original owner. His name is Ken Harris. Even though he's in Ohio and I'm in Georgia, we're still friends on Facebook, and I've known Kenny for well over 30 years. Great guy, heck of a singer, karaoke guy, car guy, much like myself, except for the karaoke part. But anyhow, this one is pretty darn nice. I'm proud to own this one. And I might have a few more that are lost around here. But this is the one that I got from Kenny, and he bought it new. He got it new. It is magenta, which is really second only to purple, I would say, as far as the rarity and just the sheer beauty of it. This is one of the pride and joys of my collection. And if I was ever to sell my collection, this would be one of the absolute last cars to go. One thing about Kenny is that he was younger when he got these back in the early 70s, so Most of the cars I got from him do have a K on the bottom. But look at that base, and this is just such a beautiful car. I would not mint because it has a little bit of a chip here or there, small ones, but pretty darn close. And anybody that collects these cars, oh, you got 2 Ks on there, Kenny. But anyhow, I've never tried to clean them off. I'm sure they would. But anyhow, just one of my favorites in my collection. And then for comparison, I will show you the Johnny Lightning. Johnny Lightning made a similar version. This one is also, this is a Johnny Lightning topper, also in magenta. Their magenta is a little darker, obviously. But, you know, I'm not a big Johnny Lightning collector. I do have a few that I like this one, for instance. But just really cool to have the Hot Wheels and the Johnny Lightning topper version of a very similar car. Like the little zoomy headers on the rear engine of the Johnny Lightning are pretty cool. Like I said, not a big Johnny Lightning guy, but this one is pretty darn nice. Don't remember where I got it, but it's their version is called the Bug Bomb. Johnny Lightning topper. Let me see. Wheels are similar to Hot Wheels. Some of my Johnny Lightnings actually do have red lines on the tires. Man, the paint on these things is just incredible. This engine moves around. I don't think it's ever fallen out on me, but it's I don't know if it's I'm not a big Johnny guy. Maybe it's supposed to do that, but I imagine it's not. But anyhow, there's the contrast. My Uncle Larry was a huge Volkswagen guy back in Lima, Ohio. He had a buggy shop called Beard's Buggy Shop, and he always liked coming over to my house and seeing my collection of Volkswagen Beetles, and you know, sand crabs like these and some of the other stuff that, you know, Volkswagen powered type vehicles. This one is for sale, by the way. Same with here's a red one as well. This one is also for sale. And yeah, if somebody wants to reach out to me, Dan's Hot Wheel page on Facebook is my personal page, but you can search for me on there and then send me a message in Messenger if you're interested in either one of those sand crabs. Alright, well, I tried to make it short, but it ended up being a little longer than I wanted to because I had that Johnny sitting here at the ready. Not on purpose, I just looked up and seen it. But anyhow, there you go. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I believe it's free. And the more subscribers I get, the more videos I'll make.